We're about to dive into 5 powerful habits that turned my life around in just 1 week. That's right, just 7 days. It might sound unbelievable, but trust me, these habits aren't the typical tips you hear all the time. These are practical, real, and impactful changes I made to my routine. I went through the hard days, the breakthroughs, and the success, and the transformation I saw was nothing short of incredible. I'm eager to share these with you because of how much they've improved my life, and I genuinely believe they can do the same for you. Whether your goal is to be more productive, take better care of your mental well-being, or bring positive changes to your daily life, these habits can help get you there. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's jump in. Trust me, you'll want to stick around to the end, because these are actionable steps that you can start using right away. Plus, I'll be sharing personal insights and stories from my journey, giving you an authentic look into how these habits shaped my life. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. Habit 1. Early mornings. The first habit that completely shifted my routine was waking up earlier. Honestly, I used to be the farthest thing from a morning person. My bed was my comfort zone, and I hit the snooze button way more often than I'd like to admit. Mornings used to feel like a mad dash, and I always felt like I was starting the day already behind. But I decided to give the early rise a chance, and it was a game changer for me. I began by setting my alarm for 5 a.m., and I'll be real with you. The first few days were rough. Getting out of bed felt like a battle, and I questioned if this was worth it. But after pushing through, something surprising happened. By the third day, I started to appreciate the stillness of the early morning hours. There's something almost magical about being awake before the world stirs, when everything is peaceful and quiet. Those early hours gave me time I didn't realize I needed. I was able to fit in light exercise, nothing intense, maybe some stretches or a short walk around my neighborhood. This set me up for the day with more energy and a clear mind. I also began meditating, which helped me set intentions for the day ahead. These small moments of mindfulness had a significant impact on my overall productivity and mood. Another big shift was how much more relaxed my mornings became. No more rushing around. I had time to sit down and actually enjoy a healthy breakfast and sip my coffee without feeling hurried. That slow, intentional start to my day helped me stay organized and calm, leading to less stress throughout the day. One of my favorite moments was watching the sunrise one morning. It was simple, but seeing the sky change colors as the world woke up gave me a sense of peace and gratitude that stuck with me throughout the day. If you're not a morning person, I encourage you to try waking up even 15 minutes earlier than usual and see how it feels. It's not about gaining more time, but about using that time to set a positive tone for your day. Habit 2. Daily movement. The second habit that made a huge difference was moving my body daily. Now, I wasn't always someone who prioritized fitness. In fact, I had a list of excuses. Too tired, too busy, maybe tomorrow. But at some point I realized that something had to change. I committed to moving my body every day for 1 week, and the results blew me away. I started small, just 20 minutes of movement each day. Sometimes it was yoga, other times a light jog, and occasionally some strength training. Keeping things varied helped me stay engaged and avoid getting bored. The first few days were tough. My muscles ached and I felt drained, but I stayed focused on my goal of feeling better physically and mentally. By day 4, everything shifted. I woke up feeling more energetic, and my mood had drastically improved. I wasn't as irritable, and I felt more optimistic. Those daily 20 minutes weren't just about burning calories. They were about clearing my head, releasing stress, and boosting my mood. One day, I laced up my sneakers for a run, and as I jogged through the fresh morning air, I felt an incredible sense of freedom. That connection to my body and the world around me was powerful. Beyond the physical benefits, my mindset improved dramatically. Exercise became my me time, a form of self-care that I actually looked forward to. Trying yoga for the first time was another highlight. I was skeptical at first, but it taught me to slow down, breathe, and really listen to my body. Yoga became a grounding and transformative practice for me, beyond just fitness. If you're struggling to get started, my advice is to find an activity you enjoy, whether it's a dance class, hiking, or a simple walk. Start small and gradually increase your time. The positive changes will be worth the effort. Habit 3. Keeping a journal. Journaling is habit number 3. At first, I didn't think journaling was for me. I mean, who has time to sit down and write about their day, right? But once I made it a consistent practice, it became a key tool for personal growth. Every night, I spent 10 minutes writing in a simple notebook. No fancy apps, no pressure, just pen and paper. At first, I wasn't sure what to write, but I started by reflecting on my day. What went well, what I struggled with, and what I was grateful for. As I kept writing, I started diving deeper into my thoughts, goals, and fears. Journaling helped me make sense of my emotions and recognize patterns in my thinking. It was like having a conversation with myself, and it gave me clarity. I found that writing down my worries helped me manage stress better, and recording small wins helped keep me motivated. Adding a gratitude section to my journal was a game changer. Every night, I wrote 3 things I was thankful for. Focusing on the positive shifted my mindset from what was lacking to what I had. If you've never tried journaling, I highly recommend starting small. Don't worry about writing something profound. Just get your thoughts out on paper and see where it takes you. Habit 4. Mindful eating. Mindful eating is another habit that had a huge impact on my life. I used to eat while scrolling on my phone or working, barely paying attention to what or how much I was eating. But I committed to eating mindfully for 1 week, and it was eye-opening. Mindful eating is about being fully present while you eat, savoring each bite, noticing flavors, and listening to your body's hunger and fullness cues. I turned off distractions and focused on my meal, and it made such a difference. Not only did I enjoy my food more, but I also felt fuller and more satisfied. This simple shift helped me make healthier choices and recognize when I was eating out of stress or boredom rather than actual hunger. It was a transformative experience that changed my relationship with food. Habit 5. Reducing screen time. The last habit I adopted was limiting screen time. In our digital world, it's so easy to spend hours scrolling through social media or binge-watching shows, but I realized this was negatively affecting my mood, productivity, and sleep. I set boundaries, limiting my non-work screen time to just 1 hour a day. At first, it was hard to break the habit, but soon I noticed how much extra time I had. I rediscovered hobbies like reading and drawing, and I even started taking evening walks, which became a peaceful part of my routine. Cutting down on screens also improved my sleep. Without the stimulation of screens before bed, I found it easier to wind down and sleep better. My mental health improved as well. I felt less anxious and more present. One memorable day, I went to a local cafe with just a notebook and a pen. Without the distraction of my phone, I spent hours reflecting, writing down goals and sketching. That time away from digital distractions felt refreshing, and it allowed me to reconnect with myself in a deeper way. The mental clarity and sense of calm that came from disconnecting were incredible. Of course, I had moments where I slipped up or reached for my phone out of habit, but each time I reminded myself of the benefits I was experiencing by stepping away. Reducing screen time isn't about cutting off technology completely, but creating a healthier balance. If you feel overwhelmed or constantly plugged in, I encourage you to experiment with reducing screen time, even if it's just for an hour less each day. Use that time for things that genuinely fulfill you, whether it's spending time with loved ones, going for a walk, or picking up a hobby. You'll be surprised at how much richer life can feel when you step away from the screens. And that wraps up the 5 life-changing habits I've integrated into my routine over the course of just 1 week. It's been an incredible experience, and I've noticed a significant improvement in my productivity, mental health, and overall happiness. Each of these habits has the potential to make a positive impact on your life, and I firmly believe that if they work for me, they can work for anyone. If you feel inspired by any of these habits, give them a try. Start small. Maybe pick one habit to focus on for a week and see how it affects your life. Make adjustments as needed, and remember, it's not about perfection. It's about making small, consistent changes that build up over time into something powerful. I'd love to hear about your own experiences. Drop a comment below and let me know which habit you're thinking of trying, or ask any questions you might have. Your feedback and stories mean the world to me, and they help keep this community supportive and positive. And if you feel that this video might help you, or you share the same mindset of always striving to improve, feel free to follow or subscribe to my channel. I never want to ask anyone to subscribe unless they truly find value in what I post. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, small changes lead to big results. Let's keep growing, evolving, and turning our everyday routines into opportunities for self-improvement. I'll see you in the next video.